You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and white sports fans, let's talk about LeBron James and his son, Bronny James. LeBron James has been on record that his final season will be played with his son in the NBA. Now, that kind of raised a lot of eyebrows here because Bronny James, he's still in high school right now. He's a junior. He still needs to actually complete a senior season in high school, and then he needs to go to college for a year, or at least be 1 year removed from his high school graduation to even be eligible for the NBA draft. Now, LeBron James will be late 30s, late 39, I should say, almost 40 by the time Bronny James would actually be eligible to play in the NBA. However, man, one NBA executive now has come out and he's pretty much dropped a truth bomb about Bronny James' draft prospects in, I believe it's 2024 NBA draft. And I don't think LeBron James is actually going to like this very much. Now, Bronny James, he's ranked something like number 40 something in his class right now. Things could actually change, next season and into his college year. But check this out, guys. NBA executive drops truth bomb about Bronny James. I don't think he'd be a one and done player if he wasn't LeBron's son. Now, that's something right there that's kind of eye-opening right here, but I guess it's not too surprising, okay? Now, LeBron James, when he was in high school, everybody knew that he can make that jump from high school to the NBA. The man has immense talent. We crushed LeBron on this channel, but we have never denied that this guy is immensely talented. And when LeBron actually went into the NBA, you didn't actually have to go into college for 1 year. At that time, you can make the jump, but I believe making that jump from the NBA to the NBA from high school, a lot of guys can't do that. And I believe that the NBA really did suffer because the product really wasn't good. But that's just my opinion here. But let's read some of this here, guys. Over All-Star Weekend, LeBron James made headlines when he spoke about his future in the NBA. He expressed a desire to play with his son, Bronny, suggesting that whichever team ends up drafting the young stud would also be able to sign LeBron for close to nothing. And I don't think that was very smart for LeBron to come out and do that. That's going to put a lot of undue pressure on Bronny to live up to expectations. And LeBron is kind of making this all about him, whereas I believe, he should let the chips fall where they lay. I mean, when a team drafts Bronny, I don't know how Bronny's going to actually feel about that if they end up signing LeBron James. He may be thinking, man, you guys just signed me to get to LeBron. Do you guys really even believe in me? But based off Bronny's prospects here, and if what this NBA executive said is true, teams may just draft him just to get to LeBron. But let's say that Bronny James ends up getting drafted and he doesn't live up to expectations. And LeBron is on that team. And they know that, hey, this guy really can't play right now. He's not ready to play right now. We really should send him down to the G League, or we probably shouldn't have drafted him. It could actually be a big mistake. Now, Jeremy and Ryan over on Sports Wars, they believe that teams would actually be willing to do this just to get LeBron. Teams that aren't committed to winning anything at all. But also, will LeBron actually want to do that as well? Go into a franchise that's just into it just to sign him? Maybe he will. I mean, LeBron's been pretty clear. You draft me, you draft Bronny, I'm coming along for the ride. But it says here, it was hailed as a genius move by James, who helped raise the likelihood that his son would get picked up when he becomes eligible. According to some within the league, there's a chance Bronny would not even be drafted at all in 2024 if he had a different last name. This is from Mark Stein. says there's one aspect of the recent LeBron James Lakers saga in zero dispute. He continues to openly dream of playing alongside son Bronny in the NBA. He won't be eligible for the NBA until 2024 draft, and based on my own checking with various teams, Bronny wouldn't be a draft candidate that quickly based on where he is as a player today without the nudge he's getting from dad, who will turn 40 during the 2024-25 season. As one Eastern Conference personal voice tried to gently put it, I don't think he'd be a one-and-done player if he wasn't LeBron's son. And LeBron put this target out there. He put this out there. This is not fair to his son. I don't know what his son is like as a person, but his son as a player really is not a high prospect. Will he end up making the NBA? I really don't know. Because let's say that Bronny James completes high school, then he goes to college. And what if Bronny James just averages 4 points and 3 assists per game in college? He probably won't even be draftable, to tell you the truth. But still, he may end up declaring for the draft to play with his dad. Maybe he wants to play with his dad, and we know that his dad wants to play with him. I understand that. I get that. But this is not a Ken Griffey Jr., Ken Griffey Sr. type of scenario, because Bronny James is no Ken Griffey Jr., okay? He's just not. And LeBron James is going to be 40 years old. Will he actually be on his last leg stand, trying to hang on? Or would he say, and Bronny say together, I'm not ready yet. Let me play another year of college, and then I'll go into the NBA draft. Then you're looking at a age 41 LeBron James. Would teams really then even want to draft Bronny just to get a 41-year-old LeBron? I'm not really sure, man. This was not a smart move by LeBron James to put that out there. Now, granted, he didn't say what year his son was coming out. He just said, my last season will be played with my son. But it's not even a guarantee that his son is even draftable. But we'll have to see. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and white sports fans. NBA executive, man, said that if Bronny James, if his last name was not James, he would not be a one-and-done player. He may be right about that, because Bronny James right now is not a high prospect at all. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to Black and White Sports, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.